This video is a demonstration on what happens when you take a piece of bone dry clay. This bowl is completely dry. It's been sitting around for quite a while. And this video is to show what happens when you take wet clay and attach it to something that's bone dry. Alright, so I'm going to take I just have a small handle. I'm going to score it on both sides here. I'll get a little bit of slip and attach it. I'll even find a little spot on here that's been scored already. This is really dry. I'm going to take this, stick it on here, attach it really well, the best I can. Really stick this on here. And then I'm going to stop the video and come back to this a little later and show you what happens when you attach wet clay to dry clay. Alright, I'm back after a little bit of time, and as you can see, the piece that I had scored and slipped, the wet piece of clay has fallen off of the dry piece of clay. After a while, the clay shrinks. When clay starts to dry, the water from it evaporates, the water leaves it, it shrinks in size, and when it shrinks, it just falls apart. So the whole point of this video is that you can't attach a wet piece of clay to a dry piece of clay. Even scoring and slipping won't hold it together. It'll eventually, when it dries, it'll just fall apart. All right, you always want to try to match the amount of moisture in clay. So two wet pieces of clay will stick together really well. Two leather hard pieces of clay will stick together really well. Two dry pieces of clay still won't stick together unless you have special paper clay, which is clay. It's like slip with paper ground into it that somehow binds it and it'll hold two dry pieces of clay together. But regular